Alright, we're back inside the Samurai. Today is to remove the sound deadening that they placed from the factory. It seems pretty brittle, so I'm going to give it a shot just with some tools I have here, some pry bars and hammers and chisels, just to see if I could pop it up. Yeah, some of the floor stuff seems pretty solid. There are ways to get this up easier with dry ice, but I'm gonna try just to see what happens if I just chip at it, if it comes up easy, because I think some of it might, and then whatever gives me a hard time, then maybe I'll go the dry ice way. If for some reason I don't, I'll post a link of what I'm talking about in my description to make this easier. But yeah, we'll see what we could take up and expose what's underneath, so we could understand what parts of the floor need to be patched up. All right, let's get started. Well, that went surprisingly well. I have heard some stories where that's just awful to remove. In my case, it came up pretty easy. In some way, that's probably a bad thing, because a lot of that revealed why it wasn't adhering to the floor anymore. It's because there's some rusty spots and whatnot. But overall, it's not too bad. I could clean most of this up and not have to replace too much. But there was some rust here where I'm probably going to cut this section out and re-weld it. There's supposed to be a plate here as well for the factory seats, if I'm not mistaken, but there's been multiple seats in here. When I got it, I think it had Honda Prelude seats, and I put the Suzuki Aero seats in. But yeah, I'm just going to clean this up. The driver's side actually looks pretty good. And we'll walk around to the passenger side, and this part here is done. I'll cut this right out. I'm gonna sand all this stuff down and see what I got before I decide to cut or not. There's, like I said, some different seats and whatnot. I'll probably just clean this up and patch a new plate in there and see what I got here, and anything that has some concerns structurally, I'll fix it. But this isn't going to be a show rig. This is just for the trail. All I care about is that the steel is in good enough shape. So yeah, I'll go ahead and start cleaning this up and see what I have to work with, and then make decisions on what's going to be cut out and what's just going to be left. And once it's all cleaned up, the plan is to do some kind of bed liner. I haven't really researched it too much. I'm probably going to roll it on, so I'll see what works best for that. And then after that, I think we're going to move on to doing some outside work, body work, and get it ready to paint. All right, so I'll go ahead and start sanding. Okay, well, let's look at the problem spots that we discovered. It's actually not too bad. You know, full disclaimer, I'm not a body guy. I'm just gonna fix what I can. I know a lot of people would just say replace anything that has rust on it. You know, if this was a show rig, I agree with that comment, but I'm just trying to make this functional, and I get that maybe some of this rust might come back if not cut out, but so be it. I'll have to live with that decision for now. So that's some of the reasons why I'm just going to fix the problems that obviously have a structural issue where I could poke through it. So like I said before, obviously this whole section I'm going to cut out. This stuff is soft here. Got a little bit of mushiness going on here. I think I'm going to save that spot. This I'm going to fix just because there's a whole bunch of holes in it. I might fix some of these holes here. Everything else on this side is not too bad. And on this side, we'll fix all this here, mostly because there's holes and there's a little bit of rust here that is an issue. And then when you're looking on this side, there's just this side's all beat up here from maybe old brackets or something like that. So I'll fix all these holes here. The front actually looks good on the driver's side, so I'm not too worried about that. And everything else seems pretty good. So that will be the only spots I think I fix. Once I plate all this stuff in, I'll probably wire brush the whole area and then get it ready to Rhino line or whatever brand bed liner I use. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. Alright, so we got the sections cut out that I want to replace. The ones near the transmission tunnel, I just didn't have the tools to cut them clean. This is going to be a pain in the ass to get the sheet metal cut right, so there's a little gap. So I'll do what I can. Then we got the one on this side, which is also like awful job, but it is what it is. Then there's this one here. So yeah, like I said, I'm not a body guy, so kind of learning as I go here, willing to make mistakes and see how it plays out. But we'll get the sheet metal cut out. I have 16 gauge, so we'll get that cut out and weld them in place. All right, we're plugging away pretty good here. Kind of running out of time here. The Samurai's out in the driveway and it gets dark just around 5:30. So that'll be it for today, but I'll show you what I got done so far. So this is the passenger side. I got this plate, and this plate all tacked in. As you can see, I had to form a ridge here, which actually went pretty well. I got that plate in, and then we'll go to the other side. I got this one towards the back driver's seat. I still have to cut this plate and make a little plate for here. So I guess this will be part one of likely 2 parts. Obviously it's Thanksgiving and I got some stuff I got to take care of. So the next video I'll finish cutting the plates and then welding them in and getting the floor ready for a bed liner. A roll-in bed liner, probably use Herculiner. But yeah, it's going pretty good. So we'll just keep chipping away at this and slowly but surely we'll get it done. So yeah, like I said, this isn't, you know, I'm not really a body guy, so this isn't really a how to fix rust or anything, but I'll do what I think is right for this project, and yeah, just keep moving forward. All right, thanks. Bye.